Hello and welcome to the Gamescast. Me and Hamish are doing another lesson video today. I believe Hamish has informed me we are doing headings in this video.
Yes.
So
we're going to learn the basics of Autopilot. And the basics of Autopilot in this. Now, I also had to learn a little bit of this because I didn't actually know about the VOR flying or the precise technique for VOR flying in this plane. So yes, hopefully it's going to be very exciting. And surprisingly, it's harder to do VOR flying in this plane than it is a commercial jet, bizarrely. But we're not doing VOR, we're doing timings and headings today, Reith. So Reith is
I was just there turning the plane,
which is fantastic. He's doing a pretty good job of it as well.
If you just check that I'm doing it, I've turned the fuel pump back on.
You can currently see the time. It's what is it? It's
16, so that's 4:45.
Yes, it is 16:25.
Quarter to 6.
Quarter to 5.
Quarter to 5.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry.
Quarter to 5.
Which is the same as it is in real life at the moment.
Yeah, of course. The weather's actually cleared up a bit. I want to get a quick ATIS. So to get our ATIS, we're going to.
Okay.
Let me
what
just
numbers do I need to put into?
So, put in 125.3 into your radio, please.
125.3. Set.
Yep.
Shore Airport information, Yankee 1545 Zulu, wind 122 at 8, visibility 2, sky condition clear, temperature 15.12, altimeter 2991, NDB, runway 2, use, landing and departing runway 7. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Yankee. Shore Airport information, Yankee 1545 Zulu.
Yeah.
How do I turn that off? Oh, just
There we go.
switch it.
Okay, so I was actually listening to that time, and
Yeah.
I don't know if our viewers heard, but it did say we had to have our altimeter on 290901.
2992 I heard.
Oh,
She said
but
2991 for you, that's fine.
okay, but anyway, but that's still 299.9.
So she gave us, in effect, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bits of information.
Yeah.
She gave us a wind, 123 at 8, and I can confirm that it is now 122 at 8, only because I'm using Flight Sim Commander and it
Yeah.
connects to FSX. But otherwise, it is 123 at 8. Visibility is 2 miles, and as you can see, it's not foggy, but it isn't the best. But it is much clearer than it was. I think you'll agree.
Yeah.
It's clear, which is what she said. Temperature is currently 15, and if you were to convert 50 degrees Fahrenheit into metric, it's currently 15. Our altimeter needs to be 2992. The active runway is 02, but you can also land and you can also land and take off from runway 7.
Yeah, I heard the runway 7 bit.
Also,
So is that where we're going to take off from?
we're going to use runway 2 because we
Which-
can use that runway. And
Which is the runway we normally use.
It's
tarmac.
the runway we normally use. It's better to be familiar rather than not familiar. Everything is set up, Reef, so if you want to start taxiing.
Yeah. Just thought I'd do
Now,
that.
I noticed you're going a little bit fast when you're last taxiing. We just need to keep it as slow as possible.
Oh, whoopsie, I think I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, that's fine. Make us
Sorry,
slightly left.
turning around.
Now, the flaps as well, I'm going to talk to you about when we're holding in front of the runway.
Yeah. So, what is it you want to say?
Okay, in fact, I'll talk about flaps now. Flaps on aircraft generally have 5 settings. So you have flaps 5, flaps 10, flaps 15, flaps 20, and flaps 30. That's 5 settings of flaps. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Okay, and some will have 35 as well. Sorry, it's not 30, it's 35. I apologise. 35. Forget I said 30.
Okay.
If you just want to hold short just about here, it
Just
says
here.
runway ahead. You should have held short to
There
that
you
little E marking, which we probably saw.
Oh, right, sorry.
There's no major issue. So, for takeoff, you pretty much always use flaps 5. You rarely use more than flaps 5 unless you're... I don't know why you use more than flaps 5. You just kind of don't. You may use flaps 10 at the extreme, but you only ever use flaps 5 pretty much. So if you want to set the flaps to 10, because we don't have flaps 5 in this plane, to just put flaps down by 1?
Yeah. Flaps down. It should be going down, but for some reason it isn't. I can't actually do that, Hamish.
Okay, use your joystick.
Yeah, what buttons is it on?
It
there?
should be the 2. Yeah.
Ah, there we go. So we're now on flaps 10.
You're now on flaps 10.
Yeah.
Of course, to check if the flaps are good,
I
you just
did
look out
hear
the
it.
window, see if
Yeah.
they're down at all. What it's
I
doing,
can
it's
see
increasing
they
the
are
surface area of the wing, meaning that we have greater lift when taking off. It's not too windy today. Yesterday it was extremely windy. There's about 10 knots of winds and stuff.
Yeah,
and
which
it's
wasn't so great for my first time flying.
No, it wasn't. But we're going to carry on now. So I'm going to control the trim for takeoff.
Yeah, which is, of course, that little sort of knobbly thing that I
Yes,
can see
you can
moving
probably
down
see it
there.
moving now.
Yeah.
So just before we go, we're just going to take a quick look around the plane. Now we should have done this first,
Ah, right.
but never
so
mind.
Never mind.
If you pass me control, Reith.
Shift T.
Right.
Okay, so
if you look at outside the plane,
okay, getting out the plane now.
okay, I just want you to make sure that you can see me.
One sec. General settings. Walk. Okay, just checking my easy dock is set to walk, so I can walk around the plane.
Cool. Should
Okay,
be able to
here we
see
go.
The wings.
So I can see the wings moving. Yeah, they work.
Yeah, the
Tail
back.
fins work. Yeah,
And
tail fins are working.
unfortunately, I don't have rudders on the yoke.
yeah.
But we're not just going to assume they work. Reith, I just want you to check that they do work.
Okay, so I shall request, and then yeah. Okay, now
Yeah.
the rudder. So the rudder definitely works.
Yes.
And of course, since we just started, the wheels are not broken or anything,
Yes,
so
precisely.
the wheels are still quite clearly there.
To be fair, I taught you the wrong way around. You should always do checks in the hangar when it's parked. Should never really do it on the runway.
Yeah,
But, you know,
yeah.
but
But
for
we
the purposes
forgot
of this,
the video.
because we forgot. I'm
Whoops!
just
I
gonna-
think I just accidentally switched control over to you.
Oh, that's fine. I haven't accepted. So
Yeah. How long does that? Okay, doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. I can just push Shift and T and all over.
Okay, so I shall now get back into the plane. Here
So
we go. Back
remember
in.
about stabilising.
Okay.
You also need to check always when you're holding short on a runway. Check for planes. There was a plane earlier on as in about an hour ago or something, but we don't seem to be very busy insuring today.
Okay. Right. So I shall.
So we are fine, right? We can take off then, Reith.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Obviously, not being very busy is good for us.
Yeah.
So, ooh.
Remember, stabilise. You don't need to go quickly. The runway's plenty long enough to just make it nice and stable. Okay.
Okay.
Then I'll cool out
Good.
when we get to 40 knots.
I
and
do
then
think we have a slight crosswind, however, because I do.
possibly. Right now, put it up to full power.
Okay.
When you're ready,
Lift
off.
them off. There we go.
Oh, a little bit too early, Reith.
Oh, sorry. Well,
We're
we
only
are
at
off.
50 knots, but it's fine. It's okay. Right. Careful. Just careful.
Was that the stall warning?
Yeah.
Right. So we did lift off a bit earlier.
Yeah. Right.
So
Now, if you hand controls to me, I'm going to talk about autopilot systems to you if you want. Yeah.
okay, fair enough. Can shift T.
Okay. So now I
there
have
you go.
controls.
Okay, you better
Right.
have a good control there. Okay, so I'm now looking at our radio stack, which I believe has the autopilot on. Am I correct?
Yes. So, what I want you to do now, I have briefly already talked to you about this.
Yeah, but for the sake of the viewers.
in the first episode.
Yeah.
So, what it is autopilot is basically going to allow of course, the plane sort of onboard systems to fly it.
Oh, hold on, Hamish. I'm just going. Oh no, it doesn't matter. I thought we hadn't set our whatever it's called, a transponder. That's it, but it does say 0021.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Right. So we do have a little bit of a crosswinds, but never mind. So autopilot, if you want to set the altitude to 4,000.
Okay, so that's the thing under the transponder, correct?
Yes. You
Okay,
should say
so-
ALT by it.
ALT, setting it to 4,000.
Now we don't need to set the vertical speed because it will do that automatically for us.
Okay,
And it should set it to about 6 or 7.
it's 700.
800.
It says 700 at the moment.
Awesome. Have you already enabled it?
No.
Okay. Right. The next thing is our heading. Now put us on a north heading.
And the
So
heading is set by this thing
the
here.
red dial, yes.
This-
the little red
yeah.
one, not the sort of black and white one.
Okay. And what heading do you want it on?
North.
You
So
want
just
it on
put
north?
0, yes.
Okay. Setting to north.
Brilliant.
There you
Right.
go.
If you click altitude now on your autopilot,
Okay. Altitude there.
it should automatically turn on. Now
It's
click
engaged the
heading.
autopilot and engaging heading. So
Right.
now is the
I'm not doing anything now.
so the altitude and the heading. So it's keeping our height the same and it's changing our direction. I can see there.
Yep.
We are actually turning, and you can see.
So of course I'm not doing that. I'm going
Whoops.
to give controls back to you then, Reith.
Shift
so now
T. So
you
now
have
I have control, but obviously I don't actually have control.
Well done for bringing up the flaps.
That was actually a mistake. I accidentally clicked the button.
Well,
But
still,
I did
well done for
realise
bringing up the
I
flaps,
looked
'cause you
quickly.
had the perfect time.
I did quickly. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did quickly look over at the flaps just to check I hadn't put them down because I did hear them, and I was like, oh shit. Right up.
Okay, so what I want you to do now, Reith, is fairly foggy, yes?
For me, it is
it clear?
quite clear actually. Yeah.
Okay, well for me it isn't. It doesn't matter, it's just a slight client thing. I want you to start with clock. So what I want you to do, I did tell you the first thing.
Okay. So
Right.
switching by pressing
Then press
select
control.
and then set control,
And
and
it'll
I can
start.
see it starting. There
Now
we
we're
go.
going to let it
2
do that
seconds,
for
4 seconds.
minutes, okay?
4 minutes.
Because we've just wasted a minute sort of talking about it, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
I say wasted, you know, we've just talked about it for a minute.
Invested.
Yeah.
So
now-
we're going 4 minutes north, 5 minutes north, including that 1 minute.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
So, at the moment, Shoreham, as we're
Yes.
going north, is directly behind us. It has to be.
Directly.
Well, as good as directly. So if we were to head in the direction we've just came from, we should see Shoreham.
I guess because we lifted off from runway 02,
Yeah.
which means that had a heading of 020, which is
Yes.
20, and 20
Precisely.
is pretty much
We
directly
may as well
north.
call it north.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Only 20 degrees off north.
Now, in the next lesson, I'm actually going to talk to you about VOR and DME.
Yeah.
I will talk more about that
In the next
later
lesson.
on. Because, yeah, there's a couple of interesting things and it's extremely useful when you get different types of VOR and DME. So, but they all come into VOR, but I will talk to you more about that in the next episode.
While we're
of the
waiting,
training.
I shall switch to the passenger seat in the back because you get a good view out the window from here.
Yeah, you do. So,
Brilliant.
you would have noticed we've got new textures. They're free from
I haven't actually said that. So I mean, obviously very dangerous. I'm leaning out the window very far and looking back at the plane. But yeah, the livery, I think it's called, of the plane has now changed. The sort of pattern. So it used to be blue and white, and now it's white with sort of brown stripes on it.
This is actually the default. If you were to buy a plane from Cessna, this is how it would come to you. This is a livery that, of course, you can change it, but this is like what is known as a standard livery. It looks
Right.
really cool as well.
Right.
Really
Well,
nice textures inside.
I'm back in the plane now, and apparently this is slightly more HD.
Yeah.
Apparently,
leathers
the
and stuff on the
inside, the sort of leather of the seats and whatnot. That's apparently all slightly better. So there you go. There's a bit of information for you guys.
So yeah, it's just quite nice overall. Now,
Right.
so as you can see, we can confirm that autopilot's taking us in the right direction because it says north on both of our dials. It says north on the heading indicator, so it says north on the compass at the top.
Where's the compass? Ah, yes,
Yeah,
the compass
the centre.
on the dashboard.
On the centre console.
I slightly left of north, I would say.
We are actually slightly left, yeah.
Should I correct
That's
that,
actually
or?
slightly right, you'll notice. You
Oh
notice
yes,
it's
sorry, slightly right of north.
we are, yes, slightly right of north.
So I could correct that? Is
Yeah,
that-
so the chances are that you haven't actually set north exactly. The
Yeah.
plane should pretty much. I mean, it's a Cessna. Everything is done by about.
Right,
You don't
so
have to
I
get
want to
that.
go slightly further that way. And there we go. And that should have
Hopefully,
corrected
yeah,
us.
we are hopefully. I think we're...
Yeah, I can see we are moving.
Okay,
very
we're
slowly.
coming up to 4 minutes now. So what I want you to do, we're going to turn left by 90 degrees. What means I want you to, as now for me, it's now cleared up a lot. So what I want you to do is put us on west.
A heading of west.
Yes, which is about 270.
And that will turn, and the computer will turn the plane west, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, so turning west now.
So now we don't have to do anything, we just simply turn the knob and it'll turn the plane for us.
Yeah, I'll do my best to set it exactly, but it doesn't matter too much.
So okay, it's more or less.
So now it's at 4 minutes, so in 8 minutes we're going to turn left again.
Right, okay.
And then another, at
8 minutes.
Yeah, at 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Then at 12 minutes we're going to turn left again. Another left, but we should also have vision on, no, right.
Yeah, left.
Yes.
Left. So we're going, so we've gone away from the airport,
Yeah.
and then we
turn
turn,
left. Yeah, then
and left again.
And then right, towards the airport, because that's where the airport should be, roughly.
No, surely the airport should be back left again.
No, that will just be starting square again. We actually want to go, so if you imagine, Reith, let me just draw a quick diagram.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Hamish, obviously our viewers can't see this,
So-
but Hamish is just drawing me a diagram to make it
So
clear
look,
to me as to what
imagine
exactly
the
it is.
airport is here.
Yeah, so we've gone north,
So we've gone north like that. So we sort of took off like that. We're going north.
and we've
We've
our
just made
first
that turn left. Okay, so we've just done that.
Yes.
Okay. So at 8 minutes we're going to do that.
We're going to make our second left turn. So you want to make a left turn now.
Yeah,
that way.
another left turn.
Yes, but that's the right turn we were talking about.
Oh no, I agreed with you there.
No,
But
no,
then
no,
we're
no,
going
no.
to make a right turn there.
Yes,
and
we make.
hopefully-
I agree. We make a right turn there. Yeah. So no, you were including only 2 left turns, including the one
Well, I
we
thought I
just
was
made.
including 3.
Yes. Okay, you were just a bit confused. Okay, so basically we're just going to do a square in front of the airport,
Yeah.
and then come back and turn to the left.
So unlike this, remember last time we were said, right, remember at that mountain we're just going to turn around.
Yes.
We're using that mountain as a reference point. At the moment you would not be able to say, well, we've got a round mountain or a landmark or something.
No, not really, because we're quite high up, 4,000 feet.
Yeah,
Probably
4,000
to be
feet,
honest.
which is a good, I'd say.
And it
a
wasn't
good-
exactly
yeah.
a mountain we were talking about.
It's a hill. But
It was just sort of like a small hillock. So
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't be able to really tell that either from up here.
But we're not even thinking about the outside world at the moment, but it does look fantastic.
I think I best just draw your attention to something, Hamish. You said in the initial video when we were talking about the instruments that green on the speed is good, yellow is bad, and red is very bad. We are at the moment over 100 knots
Yes, you're correct.
in
110
speed. Do
knots
we
at the
just
moment.
want to turn our speed down just to
So
touch?
if you want to put us down a little bit, we're not actually going over speed or anything.
No, not
Yellow
yet,
is,
but
you know,
could, if we suddenly made a dive,
yes,
we
precisely.
would go over speed.
Yeah,
I don't know why we'd suddenly make a dive.
Also, our
just
engine
because-
life is going to last a little bit longer.
Yeah. So how much fuel do we have on board?
We've got plenty of fuel. We actually have £300. I only know that because I'm looking at Flight Sim Commander. But you can also confirm that we have plenty of fuel if you look at our fuel gauge.
And where is that again?
Remember, so it's just sort of down,
Is it-
off to the left bottom of the clock.
Ah, yes, fuel.
Yeah, you can see we've got
Just-
about 50 gallons.
50 gallons.
Yeah.
Oh, where's 50 gallons?
You can't, but you add the left and right fuel tank.
Oh, I see, right, okay, yeah.
You actually have 46 gallons.
Okay, we're
So
coming up to 20 seconds to another left
Yeah,
turn.
so we're going
our
to go south,
second left turn.
which should put us towards the coast. So if you want to start that turn about now.
I've just started it. Oopsie daisy. There we go. So, south, just about.
Yeah. Now,
Okay, so the
I'm
plane
not
is
sure
now
if
turning
we're going to
us.
have any sort of visual on the airport. We may not. But we are now technically, I'd call this our approach. Because we've basically made our final sort of primary turn, if you like.
No, because there's another one after
There's
this.
another one, but that turn is purely to get us in line.
Oh,
with
sorry,
the
this
runway.
was our third. This is our third left turn, isn't
Yeah.
it? Not our second. Yes. So this is our final. Yeah.
So
pretty
what
much.
we're going to do now, we're going to prepare for landing. So, reduce your throttle to about 70%.
Okay. There we go.
Okay? Now, you can reduce our altitude to about 3,000.
Okay, so it's set on 4,000 at the moment, so you want me to reduce it to 3,000?
Yeah.
Correct? Okay,
Now,
so
if this was a bigger airport, we would have altitude constraints. But we will look into that when we actually look at these airports, these bigger airports. We actually came extremely close to Gatwick's airspace. We missed it by quite a considerable, by about a mile or two. But we would have altitude constraints if we were to enter Gatwick airspace.
Right, okay.
In other words, it would be 5,000.
But you only know we're entering Gatwick's airspace because you've got flights and
Flights at command, yeah.
which is a
Just
separate
check.
program.
Which is a separate program. You don't have
Yeah.
that. But I just know that because I'm looking at flights and command.
Fair enough. So now we are losing altitude, but
Yeah.
that's because it's
Also
going
for
down
me,
to
now
4,000.
it's
going
getting
down to
extremely
3,000.
foggy.
Sorry. It is
For
still
you as
clear
well.
for me.
Yeah. So for me, it's became foggy, but it will also become foggy for you.
Yeah, I guess there might just be a bit of lag or something.
Yeah, it's obviously I go a minute or two weather delay, which is fine. It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. Again, we've reduced our speed.
Again, reduce our speed.
Yeah, you can just see we're going a little bit too fast, or we're just going fast a speed that we don't need to be doing.
Alright, so
We are coming up on 3,000 feet though, as you can see. We're actually on 3,250.
yeah. So our altimeter is now saying we are just above 3,000.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
correct.
Now we're going to go down to 2,000, providing the ground is clear, because we're now getting much closer to the ground.
Yeah. So do you want me to set it to
2,000.
2,000 now?
But however, we're going to reduce our vertical speed as well. We're going to put our vertical speed on about 500.
Okay. So you want me to set the vertical speed to 500?
Yes.
Or minus 500?
Yeah, minus 500, yeah.
Okay. So now that's set. What does that mean? Will it change?
Yeah, it means we just won't go down as fast.
Yeah,
now-
but will the computer change it if it
No.
wants to? Okay,
No, it won't.
So it won't go over minus 500 down.
No, and you can also check that by looking at the vertical speed indicator.
Yeah.
Put us our altitude now on 1,000. I know, actually 1,200. I know this area well enough to know that we're not going to hit anything. Of course, you'd have to look at your, if you're using your preferred airport, you need to look at your airport charts, and it'll say in your airport charts what the safe altitude to be at is.
Yeah. What? So if there was like a mountain or something nearby?
Yeah. Tell me
you
when
need
if
to
it
know that.
becomes foggy for you.
Right. Okay. I will. I was just wondering where the airport actually was because I can't. Oh, I think I might be able to see. I'm not sure. So is it meant to be over to our right any minute now?
So now what we're going to do, Reith, is we're going to make another left-hand turn to go east.
Another left-hand turn.
Yes.
Right. Well, how come?
Yeah, because we're making another left-hand turn, and then we're going to head forwards. Then we're going to make a right-hand turn when we have vision of the airport. Because at the moment we've only done about 3/4 of the square.
Right, sorry, Hamish, you are very confusing me. Earlier on, you did say that we had completed all three, and we were coming in for our approach.
No, we just done our second turn.
Yeah, no, I know where we are,
Yeah, we're there.
and that's what I was trying to tell you
No,
earlier
we
that
need
we
to
had
now
only
turn
done
east.
2, so this is now our third left-hand
Yeah,
turn.
we need to now turn east, otherwise we're going to overshoot the airport miles.
Yeah. No, I thought we'd only done 2, but you reckon we'd done all 3, and we were coming in for our approach.
Oh, no, okay.
I shall prove that to you later on when I get the video back again.
Okay, right, we're going to lose even more altitude now.
Even more.
Even more altitude.
Is this,
yeah.
I guess, quite near the coast? It's quite flat.
It's
during
pretty
England,
flat here,
so won't really
again,
matter.
you need to know your area. So we're going to go down to about 700 feet.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just going to move our heading just slightly more than east because we were slightly late
Yeah.
making
good
that,
idea.
so that should adjust. That should.
Now, we know that the airport is going to be on the. Can you see without your?
So where did you want me to set the altitude to?
700 feet, please.
700 feet. Okay, 700. Okay, 7
Now,
pounds.
use some speed as well, because we don't need to be going this fast.
Okay, we're just above 50% throttle at the moment,
Cool.
if you want to know. Oh, we are. It's very foggy for me, Hamish.
Is it foggy?
Yeah, very
Right,
foggy.
cool. Now, I'm just going to try and keep a good eye on the right-hand side. You just keep an eye on the front, just in case we're getting a little bit close.
Well, there is the hillock in front of us, but apart from that, it's fine. Yeah. So, in exactly 2 minutes, we should be making our right-hand turn. Is that correct?
Yes.
To head south, back
Yeah.
to hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah, the airport. If our timing is correct.
We're actually going to do it. No, we're not. Yes, no. I'd slow down a little bit, but I am also going to use the first stage of flaps, so continue at the speed. Now you can see we're getting fairly close, but of course we're fine. We're more than fine actually.
Ooh.
No, we're close, but we're not.
Are you sure that next hillock looks a bit higher?
No, we're 400 feet above.
We're 400 feet up
Yeah.
above the ground. Oh, it's just lifted us up.
Yeah, I'm just using the trim a little bit to kind of.
Oh, is the trim not affected then by?
It is, but
autopilot?
you can override.
Because if I
it.
pull back, you see, like this,
Yeah, nothing happens.
nothing happens. Oh, we are going down though. Is that you with the trim?
That's me with the trim. Yeah.
So I can turn left and right and nothing happens because we've got our heading set.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So just using the trim just a little bit to control the plane. But the autopilot will now override it, and it will know. Hang on a minute. Right.
So we'll try and get us back
Okay.
level on 700.
Now we are going to possibly get pretty close with this. Are we? I think we should be able to clear it. Now this is that mountain we are going past. So actually, I know after this
On
mountain,
our right hand side.
we're making. Yeah, on our right hand side. I know
Yeah.
after this mountain we're making a right hand turn because I know the area.
Yeah. Well, it says because we're going up to 16 minutes in just under 15 seconds.
So
And that's when we need to make our right-hand turn.
around, I don't know, about. It's your call when we turn right, basically.
Well, okay, we had to pause for a second there, guys, but I made the right-hand turn, so now it is set to go south, and as you can see, it's just more or less there with that.
Yeah.
So does that mean we should be heading straight back to the airport?
Roughly, yes.
Okay.
Now,
Right, so we should see ahead
a
of
little
us.
bit more speed wouldn't harm Reith.
A little bit more speed. Oh, yeah, we are quite low, aren't we? Just
We're
like-
going 70 knots, which is fine.
Hmm.
but-
Yeah, but did you say earlier that we need it to be between 80 and 100?
Yes, I did.
It's
yeah.
perfect, but it
Now,
doesn't mean it matter if it goes slightly more.
It's
or
very
something.
foggy, so we're just going to keep looking left and right.
They must be looking at the bottom of our plane. Damn, they close to the trees. Wow. This feels really low, but hey ho.
So we're just going to keep looking left and right for the airport.
So but it should be directly ahead of us.
Not necessarily, no. Because we made a slight mistake of not starting the rocket exactly when we took off.
Yeah, so it might
So
not
I
be.
suspect it'll be more left.
I think though, because well, it should roughly be ahead of us though. It should,
Yeah,
it
roughly
should
it'll be ahead of us, yeah.
I mean, not exactly. Yeah. I have to say I'm not seeing it yet, although it could just be because there's a hill in the way.
Now, if we see the coastline, I would suggest we turn left.
Uh-huh. Would you like me to set the heading slightly left?
No, not yet, just in case it comes up ahead of us. However, I do recognise this, so I do know that the airport is to the left of us, just because I recognise all this
So
houses.
I'm going to now set the heading very slightly left.
Yeah, I'd say slightly left.
Only slight.
I put it more like about another 25 degrees, no, 45 degrees to the left.
What, so like, so 45 degrees, isn't it? So exactly southeast.
Oh, is that there? There's the airport.
Where?
Left. It
Left.
should be able to out your window. Just past you for runway lights.
I'm looking. Oh, is that it? Have we passed it?
Yeah, I think. Let me put it out to you.
That it there?
That is it, yeah.
Okay, so I think we're gonna have to. Are we gonna have to loop round?
Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're just going to do a go around. Now, we know where the airport is now.
Mhm.
Okay. So again, we're going to use some heading information, and I'm actually going to reset the clock.
Okay.
Okay. So what you're going to do now is go east. Yes, exactly east.
Exactly east, so
Yeah.
towards the airport.
Yes.
Directly towards it.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Well. Okay, we're heading east.
Okay. And as soon as we've started that, I'm going to press go on the clock, unless you want to do it.
No, press go on the clock.
As soon as we're on the heading of east, right? And we're going to go east for a minute. Okay.
Okay, this is going to be quite a swift landing. So.
Okay. So
Do we
now
want
we're
to
going-
lower down a bit?
Pardon?
Do you want to lower our altitude?
No, we're fine like this actually.
700. Okay.
You can put it down to 600 if you want, using 100 feet per minute. In fact, no, it's fine like this actually, just looking out the window.
Okay, so it's coming over on our. It's on our left at the moment.
Yeah, that's correct.
Are we going to do a circle to our right, or?
Yeah, so we're going to go a minute left, a minute left.
Ah, right. Okay, so got it. So do we want to? So 1 minute starting now, correct?
A minute.
Because we've just passed the runway.
It's on 40 seconds now.
Right. Okay.
So we should, now we know roughly where the airport is, so 40 seconds, right, turn left now.
Turn right. You mean.
Right, sorry, yes. No, left.
Right.
Right.
Out to sea.
No, into the coast.
Oh, so I do apologise.
That's fine, that's all to do with
Turning
To be
back
honest.
north. When I said, because I did say, do you want to do a loop? I thought we're coming in on runway 2, not runway 20.
No, we're coming on 25, I think. Is it
20. Oh, is it 25? Sorry.
I don't know.
It might, yeah, I think. Sorry, I think it is 25.
Okay, so
Right. I said, are we going to do a full loop round
yeah,
to go back to? Are we doing the right loop?
yeah.
And you said yes. Obviously, you didn't quite understand why now by that.
So now I'm going to go on the clock again.
Okay, so that's the airport just there. Okay, so the clock is, do you say for a minute?
Yeah, we're going to leave it for about a minute, then we're going to make another left, and then we're going to go for about 20 seconds. If you remember, we actually passed the thing at 40 seconds, so we're going to go another 20 seconds left, and then we're going to turn left
Indeed.
on a heading of 200,
Okay.
because it is actually runway 20 we're landing on, so
Which is the opposite of runway 2. Runway 25.
no, it is 20.
It is 20.
I'm looking at my
So yeah, which is the opposite of 2 then? 20.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Of course, because that would be 20 plus 180 degrees.
Yes.
So that's 100. That's 200, which is runway 20.
yes.
Got it.
So we're pulling out 56. Okay, so turn left.
Turn left, making left-hand turn. Ooh, whoops, that's the wrong way round. Left-hand turn, turning west.
Going to reset.
Okay, we're not
Okay.
going to hit these hills, are we?
Have you noted? I don't know. You tell me.
Hold on, I'm still setting the heading. We are getting quite close, but I think we are getting less than turns.
Okay, good.
At least I hope so, otherwise we're kind of scuppered.
As soon as we're west, I'm going to hit. Have you noticed I've reset the clock, Reith? Every time I've reset the clock as we make these turns now.
Yeah. So we're now heading west. How long
In fact,
for?
no, I want
20
to go again. We're going to go south now.
south now. Okay.
Now we're going to use our visual techniques to try and get to the airport. Hopefully
Okay.
we're going to go a little bit more than south actually. Go south plus 10 degrees.
Southeast.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, heading southeast.
Heading of roughly 195. Okay, right. Is it, what's the heading at the moment?
It's 150.
150? Oh right, no. More south.
More
In
south.
fact, go directly south now.
Do you want me to turn the autopilot off so we land now, Hamish?
Yeah, go.
Okay,
yes.
so turn
You
AP.
should have visual now.
Okay, I'm turning AP off. I now have control of the plane.
Okay, I'm going to put flaps on full.
Yeah. So I'm now
I'm
turning.
now in control of trim, so now we have official, so which is good. Now, remember, Reith, it's better to go. We've got plenty of room to land.
Yeah.
So just go nice and slow, coming in nicely. No power now. Take off all throttle.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Brilliant.
So it should
Okay.
it's just idling.
Right, just try and keep it straight.
Okay. Going in at a slight angle, then I can then all I have to worry about is up and down.
A little bit more power, full power. Pull up a bit.
And okay, good.
Perfect.
There we go. And a slight
That's
whoops
okay,
off
that's
the runway
okay.
sideways. Yeah. So we're now just next to in between the two runways, but whatever, it's close enough. That wasn't really what we were
Not
learning in this
too
lesson.
bad.
That will come with experience, I guess.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
not
do
too
we want
bad.
to taxi to our endpoint then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, you now know roughly how the autopilot systems work. I'm going to bring up the flaps.
Not entirely sure where the taxiways are. I think it's just ahead of me.
Yeah, it is. If you just keep on going ahead. Currently runway 2, I think. Yeah.
And then-
And then we'll make a left-hand turn just here.
Apply the brakes, left-hand turn. There's a holding point. Do we want to go to our little
Now
warehouse?
we're just gonna yeah.
Or do we want to stop
No, we're
slightly
going
closer?
to park up actually this time.
Not at the warehouse.
Not the warehouse. man.
So where do we want to park up then?
Okay, so not this this left or right even. So not this one here, the next one.
Yeah.
So this one just coming up here.
Just this one
Slow
here.
down a little bit more. Reith.
This one here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Perfect. Okay.
And then
right.
just onto this patch of grass.
Yeah. You can park anywhere.
Is this where we started? Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
On the apron, I believe it was called, from our first episode. Okay, so brakes
Parking
and
brake
parking
set.
brake.
Good.
So
Right.
now,
So, of course we've got some of the autopilot stuff set up already. We're going to put our altitude at 0,
altitude at 0.
just because it makes it easier for the next time we want to fly.
Okay.
We're going to reset our squawk. So press the VFR button on the squawk.
VFR.
It should go to 1200.
And what does that mean? Just nothing?
Nothing basically, it just means kind of standby, I guess.
Okay, fair enough.
We're going to take off nav 1, so if you click nav 1.
Take off nav 1.
And yeah, now we can start off the turning off process.
So
pull out
fuel
the fuel
mixture.
mixture. That's
So
gonna
now
stop
there's
the
no
engine.
fuel to the engine.
Yeah,
Turning off beacon.
yeah.
Turning off strobes. Turning off heat.
Turn off the
Master
light
switch off, so dials are off now,
Yeah.
and then hydraulics off.
Yeah, and then
Pull
turn
the key
the key
off.
off. So now
Okay.
we're completely cold and dark. Hopefully that.
There we go. So, okay, wrap up the episode
yeah.
then.
So there we go. That
Okay.
is the first stage of autopilot. It's the most basic type of autopilot. You
Just
use it-
headings and using the timing.
Yeah, you use it a lot in Cessnas. We could have been a tiny bit more accurate,
Yeah.
so we're trying.
And I think
yeah,
if we were if we were concentrating on it, we would have been more accurate. If we hadn't,
yeah,
if we hadn't been talking about it so much and had just sort of concentrated on the actual flying,
yeah,
I think we would
been
have
closer.
been a lot closer, and we would have.
Um,
But as it happened, we weren't that far off.
we weren't that far off. We were
slightly
about,
to the
and then
right
we
of the
perhaps
airport.
overshot it by about an extra 10 or so
Yeah,
seconds.
so we were slightly off. We were slightly off to the right of the airport, but it was close enough to be able to see.
yes,
We flew for what, like 20 minutes? No, 16 minutes.
yeah, we probably,
And we weren't that far off. So
yeah. So so we did a pretty good a pretty good round or circuit of the sort of area. Next time we're going to be using VOR points. It's going to be about, I don't know, let's think, about 50 nautical miles, and we're actually going to use a little bit of manual flying as well but it will include some of these techniques. So we will be holding the heading at one of the points, because it's really good because it shows you what a DME is, or the difference from a DME, which I'll explain in the next training
Right,
session.
well, that's that's already started to confuse me, so I guess we can go into that next episode. So anyway, so wrapping up, thanks for watching, guys. If you've watched this far, you've obviously liked the video or found it useful in some way, so do like and subscribe. Other than that, see you next time.
We'll see you